upon fulfilled prophecy, and you're
Yes,
sort of,
sir.
hey, listen, I notice, I want you to tell our viewers a little bit about some of the scientific proof of the Bible, well, some of the proof of the Bible that really, that really is showing us the validity and authenticity of Scripture.
Well, there is so much biblical proof and scientific proof about the Bible. Everybody should not have any problem at all trusting God. God is, all the laws, all the things in science were put here by God. The trouble isn't God or proof of the science. The trouble is in our heart. Are we willing to look at the Bible and look at scientific evidence in a fair way without any bias? For instance, there was like 500 people back when Jesus arose. 500 people saw him, including Dr. Luke. Okay, he was a physician. He's not going to risk his reputation, right? He was a doctor. He saw Jesus die. He would be able to tell if he died or not. He saw Jesus, scars and all, along with the other 500. This is a very significant fact, okay? Even though it's 2,000 years ago, it was very vivid to them, just like the World Trade Center 9/11 event is vivid and real to us. So just because it was that far ago doesn't mean it's lost its significance or validity. But as far as laws are concerned, we cover many laws in Jim's world. We're going to have a separate page. We have it actually right now, a separate page of all the laws, but for time constraint, we're going to get into a few of them. For instance, in Hebrews 11:3, it states that what is seen, the things that have been made, is made by things invisible. That's what's being stated in Hebrews 11:3. So things like quarks or elements, atoms, all the things that we can't see are invisible. And here's a verse that says that. Okay, and then we got Isaiah 40:12. It talks about how God is a God of precision and measurement. Now, I know a lot of scientists and doctors, they love precision and measurement. Okay, well, God could spin you around in circles. Let me tell you right now, doctors and scientists, he could know what's going to happen to you 100 days from now, even before you thought it. He knows what you thought before you thought it. Okay, and scientists are only discovering scientific territory like Columbus discovered America. America was already there, but he went out and into the unknown and he found America. So scientists go out into the unknown and discover a law or a theory.
You know, James, for years, the world believed that the earth was flat. If they'd have just read the scripture, it says that the Lord sitteth upon the circumference of the earth. It's amazing that the Bible it does throw a lot of light upon some of the things if people would just read it.
Well, now, God just did something right here, because that's the very next verse I'm going to talk about. And we did not discuss this beforehand. That is the very next verse. It's Isaiah 40:11. The reason why I chose that verse is it's got 3 scientific principles in there. Glory to God. I'm going to say glory to God right here. It says, it is he who sits above the circle of the earth. Its inhabitants are like grasshoppers. He stretches the heavens like a fine cloth. Okay? Now there's 3 things. Back then, in the Hebrew word, talks about the circle being a sphere. They didn't know about 3-dimensional spheres back then. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, he stretched the heavens like a cloth. Okay, Einstein just said that the time-space continuum is a fabric. That's a cloth. How did Isaiah know about this stuff? Okay, the third thing is he stretches out the heavens. Okay, God stretched out the heavens with his hands, with his power. He didn't need a big bang to do it. He said, let there be light, but it says, by his hands I stretched out the heavens. And he stretched out the heavens when the waters were divided from the waters. And now scientists are finding waters in space, in the nebulas, and that's what stars are born out of. They're born out of water. Just like Christians are born out of water, and babies are born out of water. God's doing the same pattern again and again.
That's powerful. Tell us a little bit about this book. This is a book by James. My words and spirit are life. And